Yeah.
So do you normally wait for viewers or?
No.
No. Oh.
You'll be waiting all night. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought you.
Hey there.
Hi there.
And welcome to the Uninteresting Show, Season 3, Episode 1. How's everybody doing? You know me. I'm your host with the most. I'm Rig. We have a guest with us today.
I'm Dev.
He's Dev, like the Dev kit. The very thing you're going to need to develop something good, hopefully a good show.
And I think I got what it takes.
One can only hope. All right, folks. It's been a long time coming. Took a lot of time off. Let's see. Been up to some things. I'm working, making some tunes. I promised you I'd get some tunes out over the winter break, and I did. You can check that out with the opposable links or whatever through the Rig page or YouTube or what have you. Let's see. Started a new position for a second job as a part-time radio DJ. It's known as a broadcast, a board operator. With WQLZ out of Springfield doing rock and roll, 97.7, anything that rocks. You can download the app for that, by the way, in Android or Apple. Look up 97.7 QLZ. There's an app, and you can stream. And I'll try to post as I'm going to be online, when I'm going to be on air, so you guys can hear me if you want to. Go by the name of Rig on there, too. We play some good old-fashioned rock and roll. Like I said, 97.7, anything that rocks. All right, that's enough of that. Let's see. Other than that, bought some new equipment. Try to make the show look a little nicer. Maybe we're going to have some different things coming up as far as backgrounds and cool things that we're going to be able to do. Tonight, I'm not going through all that because, to be honest, I haven't figured out the program properly to stream and cut all this out. But once I do, I know here on the Uninteresting Show, we always change up the rules on what we're going to be doing. And, nothing has changed in this as far as production value. If I can afford to do something, I will. Okay, let's get to it. So for tonight's show, I had asked you fine folks there to give me some questions. I'm going to have my friend Dev here help me out with this. All right. And I'll try my best to answer them all accordingly, if you wouldn't mind helping me with that. It's not too late to get your question into. I'm pretty sure you could maybe write a question on here. Where would I see that? I don't know. I don't know.
Right there.
I don't know. Maybe it'll pop up in this window. Maybe it won't. But if you would have got the question in earlier, we would have answered it for you. Okay. So first things first.
Okay. Sounds like Jennifer has a question. Multiple questions, actually. First off being favorite beverage, food, or movie?
Okay. Favorite beverage, coffee. That one's easy. You said food?
Yes.
Lasagna.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I love that thing. It's a little bit on the fattening side, though, folks, so I don't mess with it, but probably once a year around a birthday. And you said
movie.
Movie? Favorite movie, easy. Return of the Living Dead, Part 2. Yeah.
Well, speaking about lasagna, maybe I should eat a little bit of that. I'm kind of lacking here.
The lasagna?
The lasagna.
Lasagna.
Lasagna. Keeping it uninteresting.
Thank you, Jennifer, for the question. Appreciate it. Keep tuning in. Don't forget to send us money. All right.
And then it looks like a Michelle. I'm not sure if I know Michelle. Rules are... Okay, never mind. That wasn't a question.
Okay.
It wasn't a question. So let's go ahead and say from Katharina, says, what do you think about snacks? Are you a sweets guy or a savory snack fan?
It usually depends on the mix, but I usually probably reach for savory first. And thanks to them, I got actually a big fucking barrel of cheese balls today. So everybody cheese balls. Promised I'd say that here. Everybody cheese balls.
I like Gardettos.
Gardettos are good. Oh, the brown things especially.
The rye chips?
Yeah, those
are amazing.
And I hate rye bread, but those are delicious. Yeah.
I don't think I've had too much experience with rye bread.
It's gross.
Looks like we got another question here from Anna.
Mm-hmm.
It says, what is your favorite comic book?
Oh, Man, that's a hard one. Probably throughout all time, it's going to be X-Men. That's the one that I had the most issues of. But currently, although I've only read a couple, it's going to be The Walking Dead. But throughout all of my span of life, it's going to be violence. It would be the X-Men.
X-Men, okay.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, Michelle says, can you describe your profound love of your wifey?
Oh, everybody knows I love my wife. Yeah, very much so. My profound love. Can I describe it? No. If I guess I had to count the ways, it would be an infinity number. So I don't think we all have enough time for that.
Good answer. Let's see, what's your favorite cartoon character and why?
What's my favorite cartoon character?
There's a lot of cartoons.
Oh, man. That's a good one. Cartoon character. Currently, okay, so growing up, it's got to be Bugs Bunny. Right? Like, growing up, it's Bugs Bunny or Tasmanian Devil. It's going to be one of the Looney Tunes. But currently, it's going to be whatever the father figure, I think his name's Earl. Early, that's what it is. Early from the Squidbillies. Oh my God, that show's hilarious.
I actually don't like that show.
I got me a hat said that.
Really?
Oh man, that show is amazing. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't like it. It says a lot about modern culture, temperature, but it uses squids instead of, I don't know. I just enjoy it. I think it's funny.
Okay. And last question that's on here so far is, if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Oh. Mind reading?
Oh.
That'd be like my most sought after. Because then if you can do mind reading or even mind control, you'll never be defeated, because even if you happen to run into another person who has a superpower, you win.
What if they're like Magneto with that head thing?
Mind control. You can get in there. That only blocks, he's got the front end, But I guess if you can find a way to block it, sure. But they're going to have to learn that you have the ability first to prevent,
True.
Yeah.
She actually asked me that question today, too. And I said, it'd probably be the superpower that's different every single day, but I don't get to choose.
Oh, that sucks.
What?
You're going to like one. No, you're going to fall in love with one, and the following day it's gone.
Well, yeah, but I mean, then you get to learn the perks about everything
and
else.
What about the days you wake up with laser eyes?
Well, I would think you'd have to activate laser eyes. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like a whole X-Men Cyclops.
You would know. If you're like Cyclops, as you open your eyes, you're burning holes in the ceiling. Like, oh, guess what? My superpower is for today,
Gotta put
nice heads up. Nice heads up. Yeah. Mm-mm. Oh, stuff. So, here we are, new season and all that. Thanks, everybody, once again for tuning in. If you can, go ahead and leave me some questions for next week. Leave me some show suggestions if you have any. If you have something you want to talk about, throw it up there. The only thing that I'm not going to talk about this year, and I haven't in the past years, politics, current news, as far as like tragedies and things that are going on. There's plenty of people barking off their opinions that have no power, that can't do anything at all about anything. Plenty of people barking on the Facebook, and to be honest, it's ugly. It's really ugly. And I am more, and this is the only thing I'm going to say about it, I am more than done with all the arguing and bickering and crap. Time to just pull our heads out of our asses and unite as one. That's the truth. Here's the truth. No matter what side you're on, you got to remember for a moment, they don't really run you, and they don't care about you. And you're here fighting amongst the people that you do love and that do help you over who's right and who's wrong. And if you're right or you're wrong, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. We need to unite, work together as a planet, as one. There's a bunch of machines in a machine to better the earth. And those that are in our way, as far as trying to do anything to oppose us, we need to remove them or not work with them or whatever. And that's just it. That's how I feel. I'm not going to get on politics or current events. There's a lot of things we need to fix, and nothing is going to get fixed as long as we're bickering about who said what, how it was said, who did what, who didn't do what. I'm right. Okay, you're right. Now fix it. You can't, because everybody that you talk to hates your guts. So that's not what this show is anyway. This show is meant to be nonsense and anything but it.
I got a quick question for you, speaking of nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do any impersonations?
Yeah, I can do a good impersonation of Carl. You want to see it?
Carl Campbell?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'd love to see this one.
So you hungry?
A little bit.
That was good, right? Like, pretty good. That was great. Thank you. Yeah.
Any in particular?
No, not really. No, I've never spent any time. I impersonate a musician every once in a while. Okay. I impersonate a talk show host. I impersonate a position, not an actual person.
I can impersonate a couple cartoons.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What you got?
Come at the front here, and I like to think I do a little good at this one.
Yeah. A little good.
And I think we need to be very, very quiet because we're hunting rabbits.
That's stick to your day job. That's your day job.
That was Wile E. Coyote, by the way.
Oh, very good then. Yeah. Very good. So before I step off for the night, I want to make a mention of some things coming up. There's music going out all over. And when I say going out, I mean people are doing a lot of farewells. Of ones that I know about, we've got Slayer saying goodbye, doing their tour. We got Ozzy doing his, saying goodbye. Elton John saying goodbye. Mr. Rocket Man saying goodbye to the Yellow Brick Road. We got Rush is either doing a final tour or is done. Don't quote me on that. Well, there's another one stepping out. What is it? Neil Diamond. He's done. This is the last year for the Warped Tour. As a friend, Josiah, once recently told me, which I wasn't aware of, which has been a long-standing like punk metal tour. It's been very cool.
I didn't hear about that.
I can't think of. Is there some more? We've had Motley Crue go. So anyway, this is the year to get out, folks. And I can't stress this enough as a musician. If you still like hearing music, buying music is dead. And they don't make much money on that anymore. The only place that bands do make money anymore is either on YouTube or something like that. And that's now if like 1 million of you watch. I'm sure you guys all heard about YouTube not paying people. This isn't even on YouTube. It's on Facebook. You don't get paid. I don't care if one person looks at this or 1 million. I'll never make $1. Yeah, get out there and support the bands you love. I would, of course, say support your local bands. Always support your local bands, right? Because that's what's going to keep music coming your way. And I don't care what genre we're talking about. But definitely to the bands you know and love, they really could use your support. Even Elton John's rich, but, you know, I mean, going out there saying goodbye. The fact that you're going to him, no, you're not going to like help necessarily further his career or ensure that he comes back around. But what you will do, excuse me, is show them that people still want to see a rock show. People still want to see a country show or whatever. And, you know, once again, this kind of goes with the whole working with everybody. Get out there, spend some money, have some fun, see a show. Get on here, do one of these things, review it, you know? You'd be surprised how many people watch this stuff. I mean, hell, you're watching this now.
Nobody's watching right now.
Well, that's it for tonight. I think we went long enough. Once again, I'm Rig.
I'm Dev.
And welcome back to the Uninteresting Show.
Keeping it uninteresting.
Good night, guys.